Hello, yes, you guessed it, Mr. Fix-It here. And today we're going to be talking about a power tool that most of you have in your garages. However, you think you know how to use it. So, enter the drill. Today we're going to be learning about its features, the bits, how to use it, and things to avoid. So get ready, we're going to go fix something. So, good old-fashioned drill has several features. The most common of them is the trigger, which makes it work. The battery, removable. Ryobi brags about the fact that this battery you can use in any of its power tools, and it is true. You can actually use it in any of its power tools, including a power tool that may be 20 years old. So pretty amazing. They say that they have never changed this style, and they never will. So whatever other power tool comes out, you can use it. The other thing that it has is a bit. It comes in, it's built in, it's a flathead and star. It does go pretty handy on the bottom. Another of its features is a light. So what happens is when you are drilling, if you can look at my hand, it will light up the surface that you're actually drilling. Pretty handy, especially when you're working in a little bit of a dark spot. And another feature that it has is up here, 1, 2. 1 is for wood and some other surfaces. However, 2, it actually goes a little slower, and what it does is it helps you drill into concrete. And last but not least, something called a clutch. This clutch has settings from 1 to 23. Now, why is this important? Well, the clutch actually serves to be able to save the head of the screw or the bolt that you are trying to drive. How does it work? Well, once it meets a certain resistance, it actually skips. Let me demonstrate. I'm going to put it on setting number 1, and I'm going to give it a little bit of resistance. And it stops turning. It makes that clack, clack, clack. Well, that's because it reached its peak. However, I give it 12 resistance, turns. It's a little harder, but if I really press, it starts jumping. I never recommend for you to use the drill bit symbol to drive in a screw or a bolt. You can actually strip it, or you can actually break the bolt. So decide what setting. One of the things I like to do, for example, if I'm building an IKEA piece of furniture, is put it on setting number 8. And when I'm drilling or driving in those screws, it actually jumps, and you can quickly go to the other one without skipping a beat. Last but not least is the tip. The tip is designed for you to be able to put in different settings. So in this case, let's say you are trying to put in a bit. You put it in. I actually hold it with my fingers carefully, put my other fingers, and I tighten it. Be careful, let it go when it turns. Okay, and now it's tight in there. Okay, this is pretty safe. Once you get used to it, it's pretty good. You can wear a glove as well to be able to tighten that bit. Now the setting, the reverse that is here, it serves to be able to unlock and take out the bit. So we're going to start with driving a bit through a piece of wood to make a hole. We tighten it, we adjust the setting on the drill, the clutch. I would go about a 20, okay? And then we are going to go ahead and hold the piece of wood, stabilize it, and it goes right through the piece of wood. See that? Beautiful. Now we're going to be trying the bit with the tip so we can actually drill in. We're going to use the same hole. Actually, as a matter of fact, let's just create a new one. See how it stays exactly where it needs to stay? And it creates a little pivot. And it goes in right in like butter. The next bit we're going to try is the large 1-inch hole bit. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating a large hole. So this is how it works. The pivot goes in, creates a pilot hole, and then the sides start to chew away at the wood. So notice that clutch engaged. I want to go ahead and put it on the drill side. And it creates a beautiful 1-inch perfect hole. So now that we've demonstrated how the bits work, we're going to look at driving a screw. It's very simple. You just grab the screw. You are going to set it. It's very useful is you create a pilot hole. Pilot hole is to be able to start the screw or to be able to drive, especially with hard surfaces, you want to create a pilot hole, and it has to be a bit smaller than what the screw diameter is. So always pick a diameter of a drill bit that is smaller than the diameter of the screw. And it's pretty simple. It goes all the way in. And we're going to finish. And it goes all the way in. There you have it. The good old drill, one of my favorite power tools. And guess what? Not only is it elegant, but also makes you look like a regular Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It.